Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on intellectualradio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. You all, thank you all so much for allowing me to spend a tiny portion of this evening with you as you ride home, as you're at home cooking and fixing the kids and fixing dinner and helping the kids with their homework. Yes, they do have homework, okay? They do. I don't care how many times they tell you, my teacher don't give us no homework. They have homework, okay? Just want to let you know, don't matter how many times they tell you that, they do have homework. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please do me a favor. Go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Follow us there at YouTube. That's the J Spot Radio. Subscribe, turn on the notification bells, guys. Please go over there. We have so much content over there that is not here on Facebook. So only way to see it and check it out is to join us on YouTube. Then do me a favor, go to our Facebook page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And J is spelled Jaye for all three. While you're at it, go right around the corner. Boop, boop, boop. Go to our TikTok, like and follow us there. That's the J Spot. Again, guys, J is Jaye. Guys, we have an amazing show lined up for you tonight. I want to thank you all again so much. Listen, you all, I'm going to do something a little different tonight. If you want to call in, because I know, listen, we are going through, baby. We as Black people, listen, the status of our relationships and marriages is already in the toilet. But baby, after the results of this election, listen, some of us have lost our everlasting mind. So listen, if you want to call in and briefly let us know how you're feeling in regards to the results of this past Tuesday's presidential elections, you can call in. Our number is 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. If you would like to call in and express what are your thoughts and how are your feelings, we'll give you about 30 seconds to do so. If you got some stuff, listen, that you just want to get off of your chest about this election or just how you're feeling about everything in general, if you can respectfully speaking, if you can do so, if you choose to do so, I'll give it a few minutes. If you guys want to do that, you can definitely, again, call 708-223-8953. You don't have to say your name if you don't want to, but listen, if you want to, let us know how you're feeling after this election. Listen, are you one of these people that are you out here passing out and just, listen, are you tearing up your home because the election did not go as the way you planned it and you blaming it on? Listen, however you are feeling right now, if you want to express those feelings, then we want to hear it. Again, respectfully, 30 seconds, call in 708-223-8953 if you want to call in and let us know how you're feeling. But guys, listen, I will say this. Do not, please do not be tearing up your house because of the election. Okay? Listen, look, come on now. We cannot be foolish and making foolish decisions, okay? Because at the end of the day, your spouse's decision, your spouse's vote is not the reason why the election did not go. It did or it did not go in whatever way you wanted it to go. It's not your spouse's fault. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. So let's not go tearing up our relationships, and let's not go tearing up our homes because of our political stance. And you know what? Sometimes, listen, we take, a lot of people, as we're seeing this past election, a lot of people have taken a political stance, and listen, they are taking that stance as religiously as they take, as they take their religion, so people are really sticking close to their guns and how they feel, their views and their values and their opinions on whatever candidate they chose to endorse or whatever candidate they chose to back. People are really, standing 10 toes down in their decision. And like, it's, to me, I think it's going, listen, it's okay to stand tall and stand firm in your beliefs. But are you going to tear up your home over it? Like, okay, the election is over. Now you done cussed your husband out because he felt whatever way he felt. You done cussed your wife out because she's felt whatever way she felt. But like, what are you gonna do now after the fact? Like, what are we gonna do now that everything is said and done? Are you still going to not talk to your husband? Are you still not gonna talk to your wife because of the results of the election? And I will say this: listen, black people, black couples, we don't need any more foolishness. Okay, we don't need any help with tearing down our family structures. We don't need any help with tearing down what little we have left in families. We don't need any help. So let's not, we don't need any help with agendas continuously pitting us against each other. When you're looking at those numbers, if you looking at those numbers, you will know that black men vote votes nor black women votes made a bit of difference in this election. We were not the determining factor in this race. So let's not let whatever happened, the results, let's not let that be the determining factor on us continuously post. Oh, well, just say you didn't want, just say you don't like black women, and just listen. Let's not be like that. Let's not be like that, because that is a very, 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 very childish approach to have, and a childish outlook to have in this, especially if you like, if you one of those people that just sit back and like really think about things. Like, let's really, really think about this. Let's think about this thing, and let's think about it logically, because right now, a lot of us, we're not operating or looking at this situation logically. We are operating in emotion. So like, let's not let this tear us up. So I guess anybody want to talk about this? If y'all do, y'all still, call in 708-223-8953. Now listen, we're gonna go ahead on and get to the matter at hand. You all. It is a sad day in reality TV land. It is a sad day. Now, listen, you all. I know, because listen, I nearly cried for her. So now, listen, guys, after this woman, and you guys can correct if am I using the right word or not, but I'm gonna say wasted. You all may say she put herself in that position, or she chose to stay there. But Chrissy, from one of these love and hip hop shows, baby. Oh, Jim Jones has tied the knot, baby. And it was not with Chrissy. Oh my God. When I tell you, when I saw that foolishness, I cried. I cried in my spirit for that woman. I'm like, wait a minute. This woman gave that bastard over 20 years of her life. And he goes and marries someone that he's known for several months. Woo, child, I felt that in my spirit. Oh my God. I'm like, even though I know they were no longer together, yeah. But the fact, I mean, like, to me, that was like a dead slap in the face. Now, I said, listen, this woman wasted all these years of her life being with this man. But what do you all think? Is it, did she waste these years, or was, are you guys gonna say, you know what, Jay? No, she didn't waste no years. That was a decision that she chose to make as a grown woman. She chose to stay in that relationship with this man, beg this man, because at one point some years ago, baby, she even asked him to marry her. Yes, she did. She got down on one knee, baby. I saw it with my own eyes, with the contacts too. But I saw her get down on her knees and ask this man for his hand in marriage, and they still didn't get married. Like, what kind of foolishness is this? Like, what in the world? It's like 20 years. She was a stepmom to his kid, and listen, she dealt with all of that foolishness from his mama. Woo, Lord, dealing with his mama alone was, listen, enough for him to give her a ring. For her dealing with his mama alone was enough for him to say, you know what, baby, let's get married. Because, listen, if you can deal with this, if you can deal with my mama and not snap out and lose it, then listen, I gotta make you the one. You are the one. You riding with me. You riding with this foolishness that my mother is putting out here. Listen, I'm riding with you. Listen, let's do this. But he didn't. 20 some years. Hey, Adrian, thank you. She said she loved my hair. Thank you, Adrian. She on YouTube, y'all. So check us out on YouTube, the J Spot Radio. But listen, I'm telling you, you all, I was sitting here, I was like, I got my tissue. I was like, this dang on, this bastard, he gonna go ahead and he gonna marry this little cream puff after this woman that gave him 20 years of her life. And then she didn't even, oh my God, it just dawned on me. Her childbearing years, oh my God, she don't have no kids. God, I don't like, y'all tell me, do she, I know they don't got no kids together. Does she have any kids before? Oh, Lord, that's a whole different dagger in the heart. You gave up your childbearing years for somebody. Whoo! Listen, you all, listen, okay? This is about to be the new movement. Do not get Chrissied, okay? Well, anytime you hear that, don't get Chrissied. Because listen, we love them. Yes. But if that love is not being reciprocated, how you want it, how you know you deserve it, it is time to move on. Do not get Chrissied. If you know that you want to get married and you've been with this Bama more than 2 years and he telling you he not ready, you're not the one. You are not the one. He doesn't want you. I'm sorry. We just going to start speaking this because it's almost a new year. So listen, let's start getting our tears and our heartbreak over with now. So by the time the new year comes, we can be ready to walk into whatever new blessings and whatever new relationships that 2025 have in store for us. But we're going to start shaking this ish off right now. Again, do not put yourself in position to be Chrissied. Again, she loved this man funky, dirty, raggedy, nasty draws. And he married somebody else. She catered to him. She was there with this Bama, slobbed on Bob, did all kinds of tricks off the chandelier, whatever freaky time, whatever it is that he want, baby. She did that for this man for 20 years. Only for him to go and marry someone else. What type of slap in the face is that foolishness? That was a slap in the entire face. Like, you led this. Now, I'm going to say it because this is how I feel. But y'all tell me, fellas, let me know if I'm wrong. You led this woman on for 20-something years. Now, maybe, I don't know. Maybe the schlong dong was good. Maybe, I don't know, maybe was it that good that he just, every time he just knocked the common sense up out of you? Because listen, I've heard that they got some schlong dong out there that's just that good that it will knock the common sense up out of you. Now, if they got some schlong dong like that, I don't want it, okay? You keep that, if your schlong dong can knock the common sense up out of me, I don't want it. You keep your slong dong over there. You keep it because I need what is left of my common sense. I need it. I don't need you knocking the common sense up out of me. No. So maybe his slong dong was that good that kept that woman around for 20 years and just hoping, begging for listen. Ladies, we're not doing it anymore, okay? We're not begging a man to love us. We're not begging a man to want to be with us. Hey, Mr. Jamal Walker, thank you so much for checking in. I'm doing pretty good. Guys, listen, check out Jamal Walker's page. He is definitely hilarious, and he's also deep, dropping some deep gems on his reels and his TikToks and his videos. Thank you so much for tuning in. But listen, you guys, yes, do not get Chrissy. I mean, because again, 20 years, 20 years, ladies, we're not begging anymore. We're not begging and we're not crying. You got to stand up. Listen, it's okay to love these brothers, but you got to love yourself as well. So we're not going to be issuing all these ultimatums and all that. She did all of that. She issued ultimatums. She got on her knee and proposed to him. And he still did not marry her. He still went and after a few months married someone else. This year, going into 2025, we're going to start honestly assessing our situations and our relationships. What you talking about tonight? Relationships or situationship? Which one are you in? We are talking about that tonight. But we're going to honestly assess where we are because sometimes we like to have on the rose-colored glasses, baby, because we love, and I do mean love, they funky, nasty, stinky, dirty draws. Baby, you love his draws. You love his dirty draws. And it's okay. It's okay to love his dirty draws. But guess what? You better love your dirty draws more than you love his. You better love on you more than you are loving on him. You have to, because any man that wants you, ladies, you're not going to have to beg. You're not going to have to go through all of that. Jamal, you're saying using her to build his reputation to be with a woman he wants. Absolutely. Ladies, when he wants you, and y'all got to go to my YouTube channel, and I have a whole video on it, and it's called When He Wants You. When a man wants you, listen, because ladies, sometimes we get it twisted because we love emotionally. Like we be all like, we just wanting to get it all out there and let him know just how much we love him and how much we're willing to do for him. We love, that's how we love. But if you're not getting that in return, you got to let it go. You got to let it go. We're going to let it go way before things get crazy. We're going to let it go. Thank you so much for the stars, Jamal. We're going to let it go before we get to the point where we got to start busting out car windows and all of this other stuff. Hey, pretty Tasha, how you doing? She said, sure ain't, Sister J. We're going to stop. We're going to stop all that. We're going to stop before it gets to that point. We're going to stop before we get and start dropping on one knee to ask this man to marry us. What? I'm all for women's lib. Listen, don't come at me with all of that. I still believe a man should ask a woman to marry her. If you feel otherwise, I respect your right to feel however you feel. Okay, so we're going to put that like that. But I'm speaking from my point of view, and that's what matters. My point of view. You can agree, disagree, don't matter. But you entitled to feel how you feel. Just stand 10 toes down on however you feel. Do not put yourself in position to be begging these men. And listen, stop giving these men all these opportunities to show you that they don't love you, that you're not the one that they're trying to be with. But he keep coming back. He keep coming back because you let him come back. That's why he's coming back, because you let him come back. That's why he's coming back, because you let him. Let's get that straight. You let him. So that's not a big deal. Oh, he charms me. He coming back. It's not a badge of honor, sweetie. You're comfortable. You're something that he's familiar with. You're comfortable, and he knows he can come back. He know he can disappear, go do what he gonna do, and come back, and you still there, faithful. Because you know what? And listen. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself too. Listen, I know how it is to love these dudes. You love them. Listen, so long. But again, at some point, you have to wake up and start loving yourself like you love these dudes. LaJuan, you're saying speak the truth. We gotta love ourselves like we love on these dudes. If he's not giving you the same energy that you're giving him, listen, it's time to let it go. LaJuan, you're saying some of the ladies have been treated and blinded for so long they hate to hear the truth. We do. Listen, LaJuan, I understand because it hurts. Listen, nobody wants to admit that, listen, oh man, this dude have played me to the entire left. He is playing me like knick-knack, paddywhack, get a dog a bone. This brother is playing me. Nobody wants to admit that. Nobody, listen. But if y'all don't want to admit it, that's fine. I'm going to admit it for y'all, okay? Listen, I've been there, done that. Listen, I wallow in it. Wallow over there in La La Land. I love him. I love him. Does he feel the same about you? That's what we got to get into. If all these years she spent and he was showing her that he did not feel the same way she felt, he did not. Yes, he stayed around because you're comfortable and you're doing everything that he wants you to do. Yeah, I'm gonna talk crazy, ladies. Let me give you a little hint. These guys don't care because you out there acting crazy. They don't. They don't. That's not gonna make them love you anymore. That's not gonna make them respect you anymore. Because the moment they see what they want, and this is a prime example, the moment they see what they want, they're gonna drop it. They will get ready for who it is they want. They will get ready for what it is that they want. So don't listen when these men say, some of these guys say, I'm not ready. No, I'm not. Like in school when they did equations and when we doing a division and stuff. No, that when that I'm not ready, that equates to you're not the one or I don't want you. That's what that equates to. I'm not ready. Oh, no, ma'am. You're not the one he wants. He's ready. He's going to get ready. Listen, this man told her for 20 years he wasn't ready to get married. He meet Tinkerbell and nothing. I don't have nothing against his wife. Nothing against her at all. Nothing. Because he did what men do. He saw what he wanted and he swooped up on her. Didn't give her all that foolishness. Oh, I'm not ready. Because guess what? Fellas, and listen, correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. When a man sees something that he don't want to let go or he don't want to risk losing, he is going to step up to the plate. You don't have to get out of character. You don't have to fight and cuss nobody out. You ain't got to do none of that. If you're who he wants, he will have you. He will have you without all of the moving in. You got to give him an ultimatum. I'm going to give him 2 years. And we go, why? Why give him another 2 years? You've already given him 14. Why give him another 2? He knew 14 years ago that you wasn't the one. He's just trying to figure out how long is it going to take you to understand and accept that you not the one. He's trying to figure that out. Because he's like, well, I swear for Lord, as long as she allows me to do this, then this is where I'm at. This is what I'm going to do. As long as she allow it, I'm doing it. Like, I mean, listen, she giving me all the sex that I want whenever I want it. Because I'm getting it from her and I'm getting it from other people. So it doesn't matter whether she give it to me or not. I'm still getting it from who I want. So ladies, let's not think that because you holding out on it, he's going to be bent up out of shape about. He's not. He's not. He's not bent up out of shape about it because guess what? He's out there getting it from who he wants to get it from. So let's just start having these honest conversations. But no more 20 years, ladies. No more 10 years. LaJuan, you're saying she let him and she left him has become she let him and has become contaminated with foolishness. Now the next brother gets the mess of her ex. I hope that for her sake that she takes the time to heal, before entering into another relationship, because I mean again, 20 years of chasing somebody, like that's a long time, only to go and have them to marry someone else. I mean, I think that that's something deep to be dealing with. Like that's a deep situation to be involved in. So I'm not laughing at her plight, because again, I think that it's definitely, that's some hurtful stuff. Like that's some hurtful ish right there. Like again, seriously, she's loved this man, has been there with this man for all of these years. All of these doggone years, baby. She been there begging this man, look, all these ultimatums, everything under the sun, only for him to end up marrying somebody else. I said, "Ooh, baby, let me tell you, I'm telling you guys, I felt that ish. I was just like, this bomb bastard," and that's exactly what I said. I said, "This bomb bastard done did this to Chrissy." But then I sat back and I said, "Did he really do this to Chrissy, or did Chrissy do this to herself?" Because Chrissy chose to continue to stay there year after year after he showed her so many times and told her so many times that he was not ready for marriage. When really he was ready for marriage, he just wasn't ready for marriage. He just wasn't ready to marry her. And again, sometimes, ladies, listen, that can be a hard pill to swallow. But you know what? The sooner that pill is swallowed, then sometimes the better. Sometimes the sooner you accept that and swallow that, you know what? Listen, this is some bull right here. You know what? I love him, and I have to accept the fact that, you know what? He does not love me as much as I think that he should. He doesn't love me as much as I love him. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I got to be okay with that. And I got to move on. I got to move on for me. I got to do what's best for me. I'm going to take this as a learning experience. I'm going to take some time out, and I'm going to love on myself. I'm going to get myself situated. I'm going to let my heart heal, because listen, not only let your heart heal, here's the thing. We got to get good at this, knowing when it's time to go and talk to somebody. After spending 20 years with somebody and they go and marry somebody else, you cannot tell me that is not psychologically damaging. You cannot tell me that. She is not psychologically damaged by this man going off to marry someone else. You cannot tell me that. I refuse. I will not believe that foolishness. No way, no how, no ma'am, no ham will I believe anybody that tells me that, you know what? Well, Jay, she good. She broke up with him. Yeah. She broke up with him. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. But you can't tell me that this doesn't hurt, that she's not hurt over this, and you've given this man 20 years of your life only for him to go and marry someone else. That requires a trip to sit on somebody's couch. You guys, we got to understand and we got to recognize and start participating in our own rescue, and listen, helping our own well-being. And that starts with going and sitting on somebody's couch and talking to a professional about this, because you can't just go through some stuff like this and then think that you're going to be okay. Like, you're not going to go talk to nobody about anything that you just dealt with. You're doing yourself a grave disservice. So I hope that she goes and talks to someone, talks to a professional, and work this out, because again, being with someone for 20 years and they marry someone else, I can only imagine how that feels. I can only imagine, because here's the thing. Listen, I know how it feels to have somebody that you care about love somebody else. Now, I wasn't in a relationship, but to find out years, later, a year, 2 years later, like they got married, that's definitely heartbreaking, and it's definitely devastating. So I can only imagine what she felt and how she feels after all of these years with this man. And now he's married to someone else. I can only imagine. So again, for her, I hope that she goes, and like I said, that she goes and she talks to somebody professionally, because again, this cannot be an easy situation to deal with. This can't be something easy to accept, the fact that listen, I don't love this man for all of these years, and now he can go up and leave and just go and marry somebody else like that. Like, all the 20 years that I gave him didn't matter. Guess what? It didn't matter. It didn't. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, it didn't matter to him, because life, and not the chick that he married. So we got to stop trying to overplay our part in people's lives as well. Like, we got to just be real and just keep it real with ourselves. Like, man, you know what? I loved him. I loved him. And you can't discount that just because their feelings, and they don't do right, and they don't, respect and do what they need to do for you. You can't, don't underestimate how you feel. So just because they didn't feel the same way, or they didn't express it the way that you would have wanted it to be expressed, don't minimize how you felt. You still loved him, but it wasn't, he didn't love you in that way in return. And you know what? Sometimes we got to just say, you know what? It's like that sometimes. Unfortunately, that's just the way that the dice are rolled. That's just the way the game goes. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure, now you've learned that, you've been through that. Now let's say, you know what? I'm not going to go through that again. I'm going to, this energy right here, this love that I have to give, I'm going to make sure, if I can love this man like that, I'm going to make sure that I love myself like that, and then some. I'm going to love on me the way that I'm supposed to, because now you know that you're capable of loving like that. Guess what? You done love this Bama like that all these years, so you better turn around and redirect that love to yourself, and you better start being good to yourself. You know that you can do it. You spent all this time doing it for him. You better step up and do it for yourself. We got to. So stop pouring out all of that for people, and you're not giving yourself any of that love. You're not giving yourself any of that grace. You can't love somebody else. Stop loving people more than you love yourself. We got to stop doing that. We have to make ourselves a priority. Stop putting how you feel on the back burner. If what they're doing, if they're not loving you in a way that you can receive it and that you know that is love, listen, it's some decisions that have to be made. It's only so much talking. Listen, I'm for talking, I'm for couples counseling, but listen, both people have to want it to work. I can't just want the couples counseling and then you're going just because you want me to shut up. That's not gonna work. You're agreeing with whatever it is that I say just so that I can shut up. That's not gonna work. That's not the type of relationship that you want to be in. So at some point, you know what, we got to be like, listen, you know what? I'm gonna let you go and find what makes you happy. I love you that much. I love me that much that I'm gonna let you go so that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. You got to do whatever makes you happy, and don't worry about doubling back this way, because guess what? I'm gonna be good. We've done this for umpteen years, and this is where we still are. I'm good. May the forces be with you. May you get everything that your heart desires. But just know, everything that I gave and I put forth in this relationship, it was real. So now I'm going to take all of that and all this love that I have to give, and I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to invest it back in me until I find somebody that I feel that is worthy of me stepping out there for and giving this thing a shot again. But when you deal with traumatic situations like that, because listen, let's call this what it is. These situations in a lot of these relationships, they be traumatic. And no, we don't even want to accept that. We don't want to use the term traumatic. But listen, some of these breakups, listen, will take you out. Take you out. Out. O-U-T, out. It will take you out. And we're not talking about it. We're going to get broke up like that, and then we're going to try to get back out here and create a website, create a profile so we can start back dating. No, 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 no. We're going to end up in the club, and, we're going to be trying to turn up, or we're going to go get, baby, I'm going to go get snatched. I'm going to go get me a BBL and all this stuff. No, stop, 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 stop. Go invest that money that you were going to invest to get a BBL or whatever. Go invest that in talking to somebody. Go talk to a relationship therapist. Go talk to somebody before you even go and move on to the next person. Talk to somebody, because that's why you're making these hasty, crazy decisions, is because you're hurt and you need an outlet. We all need an outlet. So go talk to a professional. Listen, yes, we love talking to our girlfriends. We love talking to our family. And that is all fine and dandy. But you may need to talk to somebody that can prescribe you something. The club, going out to the club and having a drink and all this and that, that's all fine and dandy if that's your thing. But some of this ish is way deeper than that, and it requires more than that. A night at the club, or you ending up, oh, well, the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. No, it's not. No, it's not. You just not added on to the foolishness. So now you not added on another situation that you got to deal with, because now what if that schlong dong was back? See, so it's like you're compiling all of these different issues, and it need not be. So once you're done, sometimes, especially depending on the length of time that you've been with these people, you might be out the game for a minute until you get back right here and you get back right here. But we have to take the time to really heal and focus on getting ourselves together. And fellas, everything that I just said, it applies to you all as well, because men end up with the wrong women and they do all of this. So it's the same thing. If you have dealt with or have got out a traumatic relationship, it is okay. Let's start going and sitting on some people's desks, on some people's chairs, and start talking to some people. Again, we can talk to our friends, and that's always fun, and that's always fine and dandy. But we have to make sure that we are talking to a professional, because again, these professionals can definitely help you out and help you put some things in perspective. Now listen, you all, speaking of perspective, what do you all think about this baby Tamar Braxton? Yes. Do you all agree with what Tamar said in regards to this situation? Tamar said, baby, she said, if your man is cheating and you find out he cheating, and if you not leaving him, don't confront him. Let that man cheat on you in peace, baby. She said, don't cheat. Don't you say not a mumbling word if you're not going to leave him. If you find out he's cheating and you're not going to leave, shut up. Shut it up. Don't say nothing. That's what Tamar said. What do you all think about that? And y'all listen, if y'all want to talk to me, 708-223-8953, 708-223-8953, baby. Tamar said, if your man is cheating and you don't plan on leaving him, shut up. Sit down and shut up and let that Bama cheat on you in peace. What are y'all thoughts of that? Are you like, you know what, Jay? As much as I hate to say it, she got a good point. What do you all think about that? She said, listen, let this man cheat on you in peace. Let him get his knob slob all over in peace. Let her back that thing. Let her back her big booty up on your man. Let her back that big booty up on your man in peace. Do not say a word. That's what Tamar said. If you find out your man is cheating and you don't plan on leaving him, baby, she said, shut up. Don't you say nothing. Sit down and let that man cheat in peace. What are y'all thoughts on that? Because I'm just like, wait a minute. Hey, Erica, how you doing? You said I came late for the party. You said, oh, heck you no. I'm not having that. What you doing? Are you going to confront him or are you leaving and confronting? Because now here's the thing, you all. I know, ladies, I already know y'all finna hand it to me, but you know what? I gotta say, I'm with Tamar. What purpose? Think about it. What purpose is it tearing the whole house up? You done tore his car up. You have showed your natural behind. 30 minutes. You stayed up all night. You done tore the whole house up. You done jumped on the girl, done all kinds of foolishness, baby. You done pulled that piece of steel on that brother. You did everything. And then you stay. What kind of foolishness? Listen, you could have went on ahead and look, baby, you could have went and mopped the house, cleaned the house up. You did all of that clowning for what? You clowned like that for what? You showed out like that for what? Erica is saying, pack his, he got to go. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, because if you ain't packing his stuff or you ain't leaving, I don't understand. What are we doing? Why? Why? Sharon, you're saying you better say it, preach. And Rod, you're saying, why are you yelling in a room by yourself? Because I'm not by myself. I'm yelling at you, Rod. So here's the thing. We got to understand. Woo! Tamar had a good point. She has a good point. She has a good point. Why are you showing out? Why are you going to do all of that just, and I mean just, to stay? So now you got to get down there. Now you done bust his car windows out. So now y'all got to get up the next day. Now guess what? Like my favorite judge, Judge Leotola, always said, why are you going to pay the stupid tax? So the stupid tax is when you go and tear up his stuff and then you got to go and you replace it. So now you done spend all of this. So not only are you staying, but now you got to spend all of that money to replace what it is that you destroyed. So again, I'm with her. I totally agree. Because here's the thing. By doing that, you clowned and you showed out and you still stayed. That lets him know that there are no consequences. Do you think he really care about you tearing up some stuff? Especially when now you apologizing to him for tearing up his car and now you go and pay to get it fixed. What? Wait a minute. So he cheated on you. You found out, you tore his stuff up, then y'all make up, you apologize, and then you go and get his car and stuff fixed. So not two things. Not only did you get cheated on, but now you done lost your mind because you done paid all this money to get the stuff that you destroyed fixed. Why do all that? Save yourself the money. If you know that you're not doing anything and you ain't going nowhere, I'm like Tamar. I totally agree with what she's saying. Sit back. Let that man cheat on you in peace. Listen, figure out what you're going to do. Figure out what move you're going to make. But if you're not prepared to make a decision and stand on it, why are you confronting him about it? Erica, you're saying, I'm too old to fight. He getting out or I'm leaving. Alonzo, you said I would care. You would care about what part, Alonzo? Again, it's like you're doing that for what? What are we doing? Because ladies, again, what it's saying to him is, you know what? She'll accept me cheating. She will accept me cheating, and this is all she's gonna do, but she's not going anywhere. She'll tear up some stuff, and then guess what? She's gonna turn around and pay for the stuff that she tore up. So am I really losing anything? Have I really lost anything? If yeah, she scratched my the key, she keyed my car. But guess what? She got it fixed. She got me a brand new paint job. So all the damage that she did in her fit of rage, she got all that fixed. So I'm saying, ladies, why go into a fit of rage especially to that level, and you still stay? If you tearing some stuff up, listen, I'm tearing it up on my way out the door, and I'm not coming back. That's it. But if you tearing some stuff up and you stand, why tear it up? Just sit back, cry, let it go. Alonzo, you saying my woman tearing up my stuff. That's what you care about. So would you care about the part that she found out you were cheating? Or how do you guys, and fellas, what do you guys think about that? Have you ever been in a situation where a woman has caught you cheating and she's torn up your stuff, but then y'all get back together? You listen, whatever lie you tell her, I'm telling you, ain't nothing worse than, listen, you find out they cheating, you tear they stuff up, and then y'all go and do the horizontal mumbo the same night. Baby. Whose is it? Do not answer that question. He has no right to ask you whose is it. And don't you dare ask him whose is it, because it's yours and hers now, because you chose to stay. So it's both of y'all, man. And listen, don't sit up there and listen, if you take this man back, do not sit up there and start calling the other woman. Do not sit up there and start stalking the other woman, because here's the deal. Now you have decided to become a willing participant in the foolishness. So that's your man. That's your man, because you chose to stay. You found out about the foolishness and you chose to stay. So now that's your man. So you need to get with the program and figure out what the schedule gonna be. If you're gonna talk to him, listen. Okay, look, I know what you got going on, but don't bring that over here to my house. Do not bring that in my face. Whatever it is that you have to say to yourself to justify why you're staying, then stay. But my thing is this. Listen, if you gonna stay, listen, I like to think that I'm a little bigger than this, but sometimes my petty overrules. Listen, I'm gonna be like, listen, yo, two can play this game. Two can play at it. And when you catch me, because I'm gonna do it so I can get caught. Oh, keep your hands to yourself. Don't come trying to ruffle my shirt up and all. We not doing all that. We not doing all that, because see, when you did it, it was fine. But now I'm doing it. Now I gotta be all this. Oh, no. So I have this rule. Do unto me as you want me to do unto you. If you don't want me to do it to you in a relationship, then don't you do it to me. And that's just as simple as that. If we respect each other like that, but if not, listen, I'm not going to be the only one over here shedding tears. I'm not about to be the only one over here having anxiety and pain. Oh, no. I'm not about the only one to have something on my mind. I'm not. See, it just don't work that way. So think long and hard. But like she says, if you're going to stay, just listen. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. What is the purpose of staying with a man that you know he's cheating. You know he ain't much. You know that his mother should have took them birth control pills and he wouldn't be here to be stressed. Ma'am, why didn't you just have his father do the pull-out method so he wouldn't be here, so I would not have to deal with this foolery? Why did you birth this man and allow him to come into my life to vex my spirit? Why? See, that's the type of stuff I be asking. Listen, I'm real melodramatic, deep, yep, all that. But that's what I would be asking. But if you are going to stay, listen, you need to let your spirit be vexed in silence. Let your spirit be vexed in peace. Don't bring that nonsense to that man. And then you still up in there. You go get in the bed after you done cussed them out. Then you go get in the bed that y'all share. And now you put your butt, y'all know how we do the little butt thing like that. And then you give him some too. What? Oh, my heart hurts. Oh, whoa, my heart hurts, y'all. And y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm not lying. Erica, you're saying exactly. Alonzo, you're saying right. Listen, we got to do better. You all, again, listen, ladies, I'm sorry. I'm siding with Tamar with this. If she's saying, listen, if he's cheated and he's cheating and you're not leaving, don't confront him. Sharon is saying, when you're done tearing up stuff, you better be out like a scout. Listen, you better, because if you're not gonna be out, do not tear that man's stuff up. Just leave his stuff alone. Go on in there, take a shower, cry in the shower. Come on, wash your hair, wash your face, and come on out and figure out what's gonna be your next move. Alonzo, you're saying many times it takes strength to leave a toxic relationship. This is true. Very true. Which is why I say don't say anything. Because you know what? You need to formulate a plot. You need to formulate a plan to get up out of there. And again, just because you find somebody cheating, you love them. I'm never going to sit up here and say it's easy to leave somebody that you love. I would be lying to you. It's not easy. Especially if you love them. If you love them, it's not easy. If you don't love them, then you like, oh, this bastard right here, you good. But if you love them, listen, you're going to go through all sorts of emotions. Why? What did I do? Never, listen, let me say this right now. Do not ever second guess yourself or second guess your worth because some man cheated on you. Do not. You are worth it. You are worth it and then some. Now listen, if you one of these ones that you know you've been out here living sideways and crooked, this conversation is not for you. Because y'all have a crooked relationship and y'all cheat on each other back and forth. This is not the conversation for you two toxic people. You all deserve each other. May the best cheater win. That's what I would say. So this conversation is not for those couples, because you do have couples that, listen, baby, it's a competition on who can cheat the best. Who can cheat the best and not get caught? It's a competition with some of you all. Listen, this is not for you all. This conversation is not for the couples that are in competition with the cheating. This is not for you all. This is for the couples that, you know what, she really loves him. And then she finds out that he is cheating. It's heartbreaking. Sharon, you're saying, I'm with Tamar. She finds out that he's cheating. That's not an easy situation to be in. And it's not as easy to say, you know what, I'm going to get up and I'm going to leave. But what it is easy, well, it's not easy, but what you have to do if you're staying is you have to exercise some self-control. You cannot go tearing up the stuff. But then here's the flip side. Once you've been deceived like that, once you've been betrayed, see, when you cheating, that's like cheating is betrayal. You betrayed me. I trusted you. I believed you, and you betrayed me. Now nothing. You're nothing to me. You are nothing. Nothing whatsoever. I can smile and still be as pleasant to you as possible, but you are nothing to me. I don't have a feeling or an emotion towards you anymore because you betrayed me. And that's how I feel about cheating. Cheating is the utmost form of betrayal and disrespect, and I just feel as though cheating is not necessary. Listen, before cheating on me, leave me. Leave me alone. Don't have me out here looking stupid, thinking that we all in love. Well, I'm in love. Yeah, I'm in love, but are you? I'm the only one in love in this situation. So you got me out here looking as stupid as possible. I'm thinking that you down for me like I'm down for you. Then I find out I'm down by myself. You ain't really down. You ain't really down for the cause. You playing games. And that's cool. But when I find out, it's a done deal. Back in the day, listen, clowning and all this other stuff, yes. But like Erica said, I'm too old for that. I don't clown. I leave. I just disappear. I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's like this never even happened. I never even existed. I will say this, baby, you don't have to block me. You don't have to do anything of the sort. Nothing of the sort. You don't have to do it whatsoever because I don't care. I'm good. I am good, and this is done, and we are over. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. I'm going to go talk to somebody. I'm going to get me some help. I'm going to figure out what's going on with me. I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to let somebody help me to sort out all of this, and then I'm going to keep it moving. I am going to keep it moving, but I am not going to allow this situation. You took me for granted and you didn't deserve me, and you showed me that you didn't deserve me. How you gonna say they didn't deserve you? Because you can tell how they're acting. You didn't deserve me. If you cheated and I found out, you didn't deserve me. And that's okay. That's okay. Everybody is not going to deserve you. But what you better not do is you better not allow a situation like that to keep you from being able to move forward and love somebody else. Take the time that you need to regroup and get yourself together, heal, refocus, get it together, and then go back out there. But don't let a situation where somebody didn't truly value you because they didn't realize your worth. Listen, maybe you're not much to them, and that's fine. We got to be okay with, listen, not being number one on everybody's list. As long as you are number one on the right person's list, on your person's list, that's all that matters. Stop trying to be number one to everybody. Stop trying to be so important to everybody. Stop trying to do that. We got to stop trying to do that, and let's just be important to who we're supposed to be important to. That one person, let's just let that be the person that we're important to. Guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Yeah, you guys, listen, let these folks know. Oh, I came right up there. Yeah. And this will stop. Yeah, you guys. Let me come over here and speak because this is stop real quick. But we gotta definitely, you all don't let these folks take you there. Listen, move on, love yourself, and keep it moving. What's this? Why this thing? I'm sorry, y'all, on this Facebook. Let me see the live video. It died. I don't know why. Oh, it's saying it's not connected. In the group Grown and Sexy, y'all may want to come to can you see if you can go live in Grown and Sexy? Oh, because it's saying that I lost connection on this. But yeah, guys, don't sit up here and let these guys do you like that. Just let them go. But again, like Tamar said, if you're not, you want to put it right here, or you got your own for me? I got it. It's like if you're gonna let them, if they're gonna cheat, just let them, just go ahead on. But if you're not gonna leave them, baby, I better leave them people alone. Don't be sitting up there. Ow, he did this and he did that. Leave that man alone.
If you hear about that guy,
let him cheat.
Who had sex with 400 wives?
This guy right
here. About the guy who had sex with 400 wives in Ghana?
No. We're not. That's because he over there on that Pornhub. That's where that story was broke at. We ain't heard. The real world have not heard about that. That's
actually, listeners have heard about it.
But yeah, so if he's cheating, just let him go. Okay, just go ahead on and let it go. And unless you plan on doing something about it. If you're not going to if you're not gonna let him go and break up, don't
5, 4, 3, 2.
Go. Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. On intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. You all sitting next to me, we have esthetician.
Hey.
Chandler.
Ooh.
Mother of a group of cool dudes.
Hey, y'all.
And a little lady.
Missy Woo Woo.
Lady Lotus. Hey, girl, you
The sun was shining today, and I was so happy.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Mr. Golden Sun was out today.
I need it because, listen, I think I have seasonitis or seasonalism or something.
No, you're starting too early.
Well, it's getting dark early. So I'm like, I'll be ready to be in the bed as soon as it get dark. I'm like, okay, it's time. It's my bedtime right now. Like, I got the nocturnal system of a bear. So this is the season to be hibernating. So you all just listen. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you one thing where you won't catch me outside because listen, I'm tired. I'm tired. But you know what? I'm not too tired to be here to talk to you all. Guys, listen, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And J is spelled Jaye for all three. While you're at it, guys, do me a favor. Go right now. Go to YouTube. Like and subscribe to our channel. That's the J Spot Radio. Also, go to TikTok and like and follow us there. The J Spot. Again, guys, that's Jaye. Listen, turn on the notification bells. But the most important one, go to YouTube. Boop, boop, boop. Guys, listen, thank you all so much
don't
for
tuning in. Don't tell them no boop, 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 and don't tell them how you ain't over there acting up. Just acting up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She acting up.
Y'all got to go over to YouTube and just see what Lady Lotus is talking, because I don't know what she's talking about. But y'all can go over there. Listen, the foolishness is real, and it's only over on our YouTube channel. And again, guys, that is the J Spot Radio. JAYE. Now, listen, guys, we have been having, it's the connection. We have been having an amazing time, guys, an amazing discussion. Listen, we were talking about, again, before the break, and what I want your input on this, Lady Lotus. She said that Tamar Braxton said that if you find out your man is cheating and you don't intend to leave, don't confront him. Let that man cheat on you in peace. That's what Tamar said. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, where's the lie? Through experience and watching, you gonna curse him out. You gonna say everything. You gonna curse this girl out, and all they do is step their game up to not get caught again. And then you're gonna stay. He gonna like get on his tippy toes and make you scream. He not gonna go out. He gonna go outside. He not gonna go outside for a little while. He gonna get it together, and it's gonna happen again. That's no difference of your girl telling you, "I see your man in the restaurant," and then you go home. They see you in the restaurant, and blah blah blah. And then what's gonna happen? He gonna say you can't hang out with her no more. She a troublemaker. You gonna believe her over me? So if you're not going to do anything about it, if you're not gonna leave, you might as well shut up.
And do not tear nothing up either. Do not tear nothing up.
I'm just playing.
Do not tear nothing up that you gonna end up paying for the next day because you have just wasted your time, your money, and your energy by tearing some stuff up, and now you sitting here looking crazy because not only is he cheating on you, but now you've had to go and pay for the stuff that he is cheating, that you've destroyed as a result of you finding out that he's cheating. Now you mad. Now you big mad, and that is just not a good look. So again, my stance is I'm with Tamar as well. If you are going to stay, then don't say nothing. Erica is saying, not these days and times. There's a lot of STDs out there. That is so true. Very much so. It's like, so, man, it would be so, you all, because my mind would be playing tricks on me. I would be like, when he sleep, I'd be looking at him. I'd be like, so, was he doing her like that? Or when he touched me, I'd be like, was he doing her like that? Was he, so my mind would be so focused on the wrong thing that it would be virtually impossible for me to stay in that type of relationship. And then also you set yourself up to be chrissied. You set yourself up to be chrissied. And like I said, that's going to be the new saying. You set yourself up to be in a situation with a man that really don't want to be with you, and now you're with him all of these years. You can leave him after 20 years, and then he goes and marries somebody else after just knowing her for a few months, but you've been begging him and asking him to do right by you for over 20 years, and he can go and throw that away and go and get with somebody else and marry her in the matter of some months. Now listen, speaking of throwing away, here's a dude, in my opinion, that you can throw him all the way away. Ladies, if a man had a 90-day rule that he doesn't spend money on you, would you still go out with him? The man saying, listen, I don't spend no money. I don't believe in spending money, until 90 days. You got a 90-day rule to drop that thing, then I got a 90-day rule that prevents me from being able to financially do anything for you until after those 90 days. So no cooch, no mooch. What do you all think about that? Is that a fair assessment? Would you entertain a dude that told you that? What is your thought, Lady Lois?
What we doing?
He said 90 days, he don't spend no money. So
what we doing? That's what I want to know. In 90 days, what are we doing? How are we dating in this 90 days if you're not spending money? So does he mean he not buying gifts? He not taking me out to eat? He's
not spending money.
We not courting. Well, we won't.
He said 90
we
days.
we won't be dating.
He says 90 days. He's not spending a dime.
Okay, well, I don't.
90 days.
He
So
would need to convince me on how he plans on courting me. Now, if he got some wonderful ways of courting me without money, that's gonna make me really like him and just be like, okay, it's worth it. Then okay, but how are you dating me? Because you gotta spend gas money. You. If you gonna cook for me, you gotta spend money to buy the food to cook for me. If you don't want to go to the restaurant, like I don't. Make,
sir,
the math
move
ain't
this way
the
with that
math ain't
foolishness.
mathing.
Move this way, sir. Move this way with that foolishness.
Still ain't going on.
I am not, I'm gonna say, I will not date you if you come to me and tell me that you're not spending any money on me until after 90 days. I am not about to deal with you and your immature foolishness. Move this way, sir. Move this way. Move this way, foolishness. You know what this way is? Move out of my life. Move out of my way with this foolishness. Okay? Move it. I am not about to deal with you and your foolery. Okay? You can keep your money
I don't really
for 90
think,
days.
I don't really think he can do it. How are you going to court me and date me for 90 days without spending any money? It makes no sense.
Maurice is saying, here's the question: where was he wrong at? Wasn't it his choice to marry whoever he wanted? Oh, he's talking about Jim Jones. Yes, Maurice, he's totally fine for being able to marry whoever he wanted to marry. Yes. But why stay with the woman and lead her on for 20 years? That's where he was wrong at. That's the question. That's where he was wrong at, staying there for 20 years.
I'm, I'm behind on the times, y'all. I didn't listen on the way here. What happened with Jim Jones and Christy?
He married somebody else.
When did they break up?
I don't know how long ago he broke up, but she was with him for 20 years, begging for his hand in marriage. He knew little cream puff baby for a few months, and he popped the question and married her. Not only did he pop the question, but he got married expeditiously. Meanwhile, this chick done held on and begged and cried and proposed to him and all this other foolishness.
Are you
And
kidding me?
He chose and he married somebody else. Alonzo saying that's impossible. You got to spend money on the woman. I totally agree.
Alonzo.
Pretty Tasha is saying exactly. Why is he leading her on? That's insane. Shaking my doggone head. Listen, this is true. Listen, we talking about two things right now, but we're gonna go back. Alonzo is saying we can't even take her out to Chipotle for a burrito bowl. Yeah, this is what this man is saying. Yes, in 90 days, he's saying he is not spending any money on a woman in 90 days. And ladies, what are your thoughts on that? Are you saying, you know what, listen, I can respect that. If you're saying that, listen, I have no problem with that. You can respect it because, listen, whatever lady can respect that, listen, more power to you. You are bigger than I am because I am petty. I am not. And here's the thing. I am not materialistic, but I am not about to sit up here and play this type of game with a grown tail man sitting up here, because if a woman says that she is not interested in having sex for 90 days or whatever the time frame is, and so your response is, oh, well, I don't believe in spending no money until 90 days. I am not.
Oh wait, that's what that was about.
Yes, it will be.
We're not playing
because
that's
what
the 90-day rule.
That's right, the 90-day rule. That's what that is.
Why you just can't keep your PP to yourself for 90 days? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? Why you can't keep it for 90 days?
It's crazy. I'm just like, one has nothing to do with the other, in my opinion.
You can't find any other ways to seduce me outside of us having sex. You're not gonna like give it to me in my brain.
They don't have time for it. They like, if they swipe their card for a steak, or listen, nowadays it's whatever, a burger, whatever it is, they think you got to just, so you buy a little funky meal and I owe you a piece of my body. That's what that is. I owe you a piece of my body.
I don't get it.
Like, if I choose to do it to you, if I choose to juice you, ow, baby. If I choose to do that, then that's because that's what I chose to do, but not because, oh well, it's because you bought me something. Because like go like this is why I like when grown men and grown women come together, because I don't think a grown man thinks like that.
No,
I
I don't
really
think.
don't.
I don't even ain't a think. We know they don't think like that.
That's a immature guy that
Child.
is playing those type of games. And sir, tricks are for kids. And as I said earlier, move this way, move this way, go this way,
Where did the move this way come?
go this way with this foolishness, go this way. The foolery. Listen, you're gonna miss your stop.
The foolery
The
card
foolery
is the
stop
foolery
is right
train
here.
over there.
It's right here. Go this way, sir. Go this way, right here. This is where you get off right here and take that foolishness with you, sir. That's where you go.
That's not grown and sexy. That is not adult.
Go
To
that
be
way.
sitting up here talking about, well, if you ain't gonna give me this, then I'm not gonna give you this. Why are you trying to soul tie with me? That means to me, that's all you want. Now, if we both in agreement that we just want to sleep with each other, then that's a different thing. But if you see me over here talking about I'm looking for, my partner in life, I'm looking for my soulmate, I'm ready to settle it down. Why are you concerned about when we're gonna have sex with each other?
Maurice is saying now women need to stop dating men with these petty rules. Absolutely. But listen, Maurice, you know that they out here. They are out here now more prevalent than ever. And baby, listen, all these terms that are popping up over this social media, high value, low value, no value, both value. Lord, listen, you need a thesaurus to keep up with all of this. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of us are placing ourselves in the wrong category. You think because you got a six-figure job, you have value. Hey, you owe
ugly spirit.
right, and then you owe all that child support. You owe restitution from 2011 from them card cracking schemes. How are you?
And listen, I'm gonna flip it on the other side. Even if you don't owe it, even if you paid all your bills and your bills is 1 month paid in advance, but I hate women. You get women and you just talk about them and you just treat them like trash. You're not high value. There's nothing valuable about you
At all.
If you a woman and you got your stuff together and you Miss Independent and you got it going on, but you out here just stepping on these dudes, they don't mean nothing to me. Step on them like a roach. I take care of myself. There is no value in you, ma'am.
At all.
None.
At all. Because
None.
I think that we are confusing in today's society. We are confusing the amount of money that a person makes with their value. And that's not the case. Like just
No.
because you bring in, that means that you bring in decent income. It does not mean that you are.
Did they take morals and values and try to
Nobody even talks about that.
But
like
in my mind, I'm like, did you take the elders talking about morals and values and then switch the values to being the value of a person?
That's
Because we morals and values are out the door these days.
wait.
Out
Eric
the
is
door.
saying, and nowadays they expected $40. What is? Listen,
They
Lord,
want $40 and a mule.
what is
They want it all.
$40 is like, man, that's coffee. Look, like, man, coffee money and all this other stuff. But again, when you're talking about high value and all of this other stuff, like high value is what you are, who you are as a person. How, just the amount of your paycheck does not value, it does not equate to what your value is. And I hope that we really got to get that, because here's the thing, like when some people lose their jobs, and now if you put so much value, you put your own personal value is attached to the amount of money that you bring. What happens if you lose that job? I mean, the economy is all up and down. It's all crazy type of things going on. And you lose that job, or something happens, or you have to take a pay cut, or whatever the case is. Does that mean now you're no longer valuable?
Because these companies are shutting down left and right. Bam, they close severance
Oh,
pay, and you're done.
an effective Tuesday, you don't know what's
Going on.
fixing to happen. So listen, so we better get back on the train of listen, we gotta be able to build, listen, we better listen, you better get you a good partner and get you a good plan to build some stuff because listen, united we gonna stand, divided we gonna fall. That's all I'm gonna say is if we don't get it together and start putting a plan in place and start working towards that plan. So you sit up here and think because you slanging some slong dong and thinking let you think that your slong dong is the reason why you valuable, okay?
That
All
slong
right.
dog ain't nothing but a piece of meat, honey.
All right, and let it get something, and now you ain't got no health insurance to go see what's going on with it, and you know stuck in too many places, and now you can't get it fixed because the healthcare ain't no healthcare and all this other stuff. Now, are you going to be valuable then? So I'm just saying, let's not place our values on superficial things. Let's just not do that. Maurice, you're saying, but you know what a woman has more than anything: intuition. They just don't use it.
See, let me help you out. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Miss J.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. It's not that we don't use our intuition. The problem is that we love that man more than we love ourselves because we pray hard and those answers come and we be like, God, please tell me he meant for me. Please show me the clues. And the clue pop up in our face. And we still stay because we trying to love this monkey to show this monkey that I'm a good woman. I love you now. I'm trying to ride for you. I'm trying to be here for you. I'm trying to be that. But you over here, you acting stupid. And then you tell us we stupid, we dumb, we don't know what we seeing, your intuition is stupid, your homegirl stupid, and then we get to question ourselves. Now, when you dealing with a woman who is 100% confidence in herself, she knows she get out here, she go out here in this world, she gonna leave you in a heartbeat. But for those of us who have stayed and can't tell you why, it boils down to we love him more than we love ourselves. That love is stronger because I'm here and I'm trying to love you and I'm trying to let you see who I am. But you dumb to see it. And when do they see it, Miss J? When do they see it?
After it's all said and done.
When a woman's fed up, when she done had enough, when her heart has shut down and everything within her, and you could do something and she just look at you. Because it take us a little while to leave. We don't instantly leave. Like we could tell y'all, man, I was at, my high school reunion and I slipped and I fell on the schlong dog. Y'all gonna get up and y'all gonna cry and leave.
Right away.
Right away. And a woman is more like, man, I want to work this out. I want to figure this out. Like, come on, what am I doing wrong? We internalize it like it's something wrong with us. And all along it's you. And y'all don't stop it until we mad and we gone. And then you want to call and be like, I messed up, babe. I'm sorry. And it's too late because I did what Jay-Z said and I went on to the next one.
And here's the thing too, fellas, that y'all got to be careful with. You can have a woman and she can stay with you and you can just do all of this wrong stuff. But like the saying goes, it's a thin line between love and hate. She can love you so much, but then you know what? You can do so much dirt and she know about it and she ain't even told you that she know. And then she starts to dislike you. She dislikes you as a person. And sometimes women are not, just because she hasn't got the strength or she hasn't chipped away at all the love that she has in her heart and she hasn't managed to be able to walk away from you yet. But and a lot of you guys miss it. You miss how she used to be so sweet to you. Now she's snappy. She don't care how she talked to you. She don't care anything, all the things that made her the woman that she was to you as she was trying to be a good woman to you. Now none of that matters. There's nothing, she doesn't cry anymore. There's nothing you can do to hurt her because you've done it all. Fellas, that is a dangerous woman. And I'm not saying that that's a woman that, you need to get away from. And a lot of you guys miss it until it's too late. You do that final thing, and now it's just like, some of them, and it's not always all violent. Some days, some guys have come home and she's gone. She done packed everything up. She didn't argue with you. She didn't cuss you out. She didn't destroy nothing. She didn't take none of your stuff. She moved out and she's gone.
And
why?
You ain't getting her back.
And you're not. She's never coming back.
She's gonna mourn. We mourn our losses. When we break up, it's like a mourning. It's like someone passed away. But once we mourn that loss and we come back from it, it is nothing that you can say, nor do, nor buy, nor nothing. My mama not gonna help us get back together. My daddy ain't gonna help. The kids ain't gonna help us get back together. I am done. I'm over you.
Because sometimes we gotta process it. Women, we have to process the breaking up. We got to get rid of it over here and here. Once our heart and our mind,
it's all three of them. We
gotta
let we gotta mourn down there too, especially if you had some good one. We gonna mourn that.
This is true, and that's probably a lot of times when keep you there. You
most definitely.
Woo! But it's like when you are disconnected. And see, this is when guys, a lot of times they will miss it. They don't even. It's like the signs will be there. If you ever paid attention to your woman, if you in tune with her and you ain't got nothing else going on, her body responds to you in a certain way. Y'all sessions, if she used to just drown you and she just you just get that, but then all of a sudden, or it seems like all of a sudden, nothing. Whereas you used to have to go and get 12,000 towels and some paper and stuff. You don't need nothing because her body is not making it anymore because now her heart is not in it. It's you just going through the motions now.
I think for women, it's a invisible line of matching energy. So when he's excited to see you, you're excited to see him. When he's doing things to make you want to get up and do certain things, it's because you're feeding off of him. And what do we always say? Though I fight with it, he's the leader. So when you're leading me in love and you're leading me in joy, I'm following behind you and I want to do all of these things for you. But when you feel like, oh, my only role is to do this or that, or I done gave out all my attention outside, so when I come home, leave me alone. I just want to sit on the couch and watch TV. But then when your little sack fill up, you want to come next to me. And then you wondering why I'm not into it. I'm not into it because you're not giving me a reason to be into you.
And then, and also too is, or you into somebody else. Her body doesn't
up there filling up outside.
Her body does not recognize your body anymore. So it's just now it's a disconnect. You guys are not even listen. I'm gonna say there's this song, and I love this song. Kisses don't lie, the hugs don't lie, the energy does not lie. You can hug a person, and when y'all was in love and everything was all good, the feeling was mutual. But now you still feeling that way, but you can hug them and you can tell
you repulse them or something.
Or it's the energy is off, it don't feel the same. Or the kiss is not the same. There is something missing. And you only get that when you are in love. I'm not talking about the people that, that's out here, I got my friend over here, my friend over there. You've already wired yourself and conditioned yourself that this is how it's going to be. So you're not going to have a problem with that.
Right.
But for people that think that they are in relationships, real relationships, but then you find out that you in a relationship, but they in a situationship. See, that's where those type of things happen. Again, that energy.
That have y'all, okay, fellas, have you ever been with somebody and you hadn't I don't know, let's just say you in a relationship, but you got somebody on the side and your partner don't know. And that woman comes to you and she's saying, is everything okay? Are we okay? And you sitting there yeah, we're fine. But you're trying to figure out Why is she asking me that? Because the energy is off. And that energy is telling her something ain't right. She don't quite know that you got somebody on the side, or you got a little work wife that you laughing at or laughing with and kikiing with, or your home girl getting a little close to you. But when she gets to asking you, is every like, are we good?
Are we good? Like, what's going
something
on?
something don't feel right. She's already feeling it, so you better slow your roll.
She already, it's
Bring
like
it in because she feel it.
she feel it, and it's just like, again, this is
That's
for
that in love.
that in love stuff. Like, this is not, again, for the chick that, this is not for the people that are not connected like that, because you never tapped into this emotion to begin with. So everything that you guys do is purely sexual. So yes, you're not going to have this because you're going through the adrenaline of being with the person that you want to be with, because that's the decision that you guys made. So nothing has changed with you all. But when you're in a relationship and that's what you agreed to, we're in a relationship, but now you change, you switch it up, and you stop doing what you was doing in the beginning, and now I'm still doing what I'm doing, but I'm noticing, I'm like,
I feel a little weird.
it's off. It's a little, is it just me? Is it a little nippy in here? Is it just a little, when we doing a horizontal mambo, we used to kiss. Now it's just it,
Arching the back and you done. You ain't even see if I got it yet.
you like, wait, what? What is? Who this man, Hoppo? Who is this man? They do all of this. Who is? Who is man, Hoppo? You go through all of these situations, and it causes you to ponder and ask yourself, are we in a real relationship? Is this relationship still real? Or is it a situationship?
And then what comes next, Jay? What are we doing?
Where are we going?
Where are we going with this?
Where's this
You
head?
moving too fast. Well, I need to know because something don't feel right.
Because the train has kind of, it's off course. It's like the train, the car, we like the GPS is off in this
the
relationship.
train has derailed.
And I'm trying to figure out where we're going, because what happens is now you got me over here. You got me in a relationship. I'm acting like we in a relationship,
Yeah.
but you don't put me in the situationship category. Unbeknownst, unbetwixt to me.
Behooved. I don't know what's going on.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm still thinking we together, because the last time we talked, we had a conversation.
And you said, baby, I'm in this.
I'm in it.
100. It's me and you, baby. Ride or die.
But who else is in it? Because somebody else is in this ish. Somebody else is in this. You know what? I haven't seen it, but I feel it. Again, fellas, listen. When she love you, again, please go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe our channel there. There's a video there that it said when somebody loves you back. You gotta listen. Listen, Pillow Talk with Jay, it's over there, guys. Look, that's gonna be over there. I'm not even gonna get that deep because it's too early in the day and I just had my coffee. But when you're talking about being in a relationship, we've made this agreement, this is what we're doing. Or is it really? Are we really? Because today, in this day and age, relationships and dating, I'm just gonna say, I despise everything new about today. I really despise it. Let me just say that. I despise this dating thing. I despise meeting new people. I despise it.
Meeting new people.
I do, because people are not, especially, back in the day, I used to look forward to getting older. I'm like, I can't wait to be in the 30 plus age range, because people grown and we ain't gonna have no games.
They still there. You know why they still there? Because those are the ones that still think they're kids. Those are the ones that are not embracing how old you are. And it's not I'm old. I'm just mature.
It's like, can we just
It's
get the
it, I'm
grown and
just
sexy?
mature.
That's just
But
it.
you know what? It's a train going on, and I got on it.
What's that?
Girl, it's the plus group on the TikToks.
Ooh.
I got on that train and I have found some amazing women and men that are on grown people stuff.
Oh well,
And
listen.
they letting you know over here we don't do that. Over here we
please
don't go on each other's comments and you don't do this and you don't do that. No, if it don't apply, let it fly.
Let it fly.
Because
Please
when
let
you
it
get
fly.
it to a certain age, things shouldn't bother you. It should be rolling off your back like water. We over here trying to elevate, grow,
Go to the
be
next
a
level.
community.
Yes.
Drink
Black
tea
love.
and drink coffee.
Yes.
Help the families.
Yes.
We ain't over here talking about, oh, girl, why she wear that?
And just have my booty rubbed on by my husband. That's
too
it.
old for that.
That's it. We
just rub it, daddy. Rub it real good.
One with whatever ring. I don't think I'm gonna have a ring, but look, just one rub. Like feeling on your booty. This is one sound a real good sound. I'm feeling on your booty. That's it. That's it. It's
I wanted to say it so
booty.
And yes, we're singing R. Kelly.
Yes, we are. Shout out to Kels. Listen, number one, I don't care what y'all trying to do. West Side always, all day, Kels. But look, back to
had to come bring it back.
Bring it back. Sometimes, listen, today we are making dating and just being happy and being in a committed relationship, being married. Today, that has become as complex as college calculus. It's just, and it shouldn't be.
You gotta do this and you gotta do that.
So, and that's what we want to try to talk about tonight. And we kind of want to, look, can we just do away with all of these games, like all of it? Like, if you are a person that, a man or a woman, and you are looking and you desire a serious relationship, then we're over here. If you are a man or a woman and you don't desire those things, you desire to play games and you want to date.
You want to play the field.
You want to date multiple.
You want to play the field.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. Go this way and stay over there with the people that want to do that. Stop bringing people that are looking for relationships, that's looking for marriage. Stop tampering with those people and messing them up when that's not, you are in the wrong dressing room.
Right.
Go to dressing room G where y'all can go and do whatever it is that you want to do.
Stop playing house with people. That's what I call it. You playing house. Because you know I want to be in a serious relationship and you over here playing because you want to hold on to a good girl.
Right.
You want to hold on to the good girl while you still out there playing the field, and then you mad when the good girl gone bad. And then y'all hollering, ain't no good men out here in the world because you done played with this man. This man done came up in here and took care of your little raggedy kids.
Raggedy.
Done bought them little raggedy nappy head kids stuff. Done took your little raggedy self out. Done got you a car when you need it because he didn't want you and the little raggedy kids on the bus. Done fixed your little house up, paid a couple of your bills. And you done sit up here and played this man for Tyrone because Tyrone got out of jail. Now he's sitting over there with a broken heart and just tore down. Silly. And now he don't know how to act.
Silly Nancy.
In the wrong circle when he supposed to be over here in the marriage circle. Because he want to be just like his mom and his daddy, married for 50 years.
Oh, child. And it's like, God, is that, I know it's still possible.
It is.
You have to, but it's again, people have to be on the same wavelength. You got to be on the same accord, and you have to have the same goals and the same mindset. Now, Maurice, he's saying more games are being played now more than ever. Pretty Tasha is saying, I was laughing at R. Kelly when I first heard that song, and he was singing that part to that part at the end of the song. No, Pretty, listen, baby, when we heard it, we was like, woo! That's where we at, baby.
Right up there with him talking about something.
Go ahead on, listen, he can drop that note anytime. But we are like today, Maurice, you're right. It's so many games being played. And it's so many situations. It's like we really have to quit. And it's sad that we really have to have a conversation like this. But are you in a real relationship or are you in a situationship? And let's just determine what that is. So first of all, what is it? What is a situationship?
According to an online source,
A situationship is less than a relationship, but more than a casual encounter or a booty call. A situationship refers to a romantic relationship that is and remains undefined. So you in that gray area. So you're in a situationship. A lot of times, if you here's a sign, if you asking, what are we doing? What are we? Chances are you could be in a situationship. And see, that's that toxic bull junkie right there.
Why
That's
you
some
asking me this? You know what we
that's some
doing?
toxic mess. And you know what? Somebody is bound to get their feelings hurt. And you know what? There's nothing worse than you guys starting off in a relationship, but then somebody switches it over and flips it, and now you in a situationship. Because it's possible to go, we started off like we were together, but something changed and you didn't come back to the table and tell me that you were no longer in like that.
Right.
But you started acting like that. You started showing me that you ain't really down. You ain't really down. Playing the games you do, playing the games you do. I say you ain't really down. Your love was never true. Your love was never. Oh, I'm going out this weekend. Oh, house music, house heads in the house. So, you know, listen, we
Okay,
get.
let's come
Sorry.
back. We went away a couple times today.
Okay, back. But you never came back to the table to have a conversation. So now you got one person still thinking that they in a relationship and they still moving relationshipy, but now the other person, they done stepped out. Now they're doing whatever they want to do, but they got you in a relationship. Now, how freaking selfish is that crap right there? Like, if you're tapping out, tap out. Like,
And
let me know
know.
that you out so I can make a decision on if I still want to sit up here and be in a relationship with you while you're in a situationship with me.
But you know what? That works in the dating part. Like I'm over here thinking that we're moving towards. I'm over here thinking we moving towards something. You making me feel like, oh, I might be the one. And somewhere along the line, you changed your mind and you didn't tell me, but I'm still over here telling my girls, like, yeah, girl, he the one. He doing this and he doing that. And we this and we that. Some months done passed by.
And meanwhile, you out
And
here
meanwhile,
doing,
you over here doing you. That I think that's still situationship because I'm thinking that we're heading towards something. It's you and I.
and I like, and this, the thing is, everybody has a right to have a choice. Don't take my choice away from me. Stop taking my choices away. Let me decide if I still want to be in this situationship. But it's not fair for you to have me going and we start off in a relationship and then you flip the switch and now I'm still in a relationship and you see I'm still acting the same way towards you, but now you're changing.
Yeah.
You moving different. And oh, God forbid, let you have somebody that's just not willing to be honest. Now, everything, because when you start feeling it and you say something, guess what they say? You nagging. You always complaining. No, Bama, you on some garbage. And I'm calling you out on it. And instead of being grown about it.
And don't come at me with that. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Hurt my feelings.
I'd rather you be honest and hurt my feelings by telling me how you feel and what you're going through than my feelings getting hurt because I just caught you with this gal. Or I done seen the text message, I done seen something. That hurts worse than you being honest and just saying, this isn't working for me. You just ain't man enough to see the hurt and the pain of rejecting a woman. That's it. Reject me
exactly.
when you ready to go over there with Sally Mae. Go ahead. Because You might catch a beat down. It ain't always gonna end good. We don't always just walk away. So just keep it 100. Be real. Have some integrity.
And they don't. We don't know. That's a lost art. That's a lost characteristic. That's a
I
lost
don't think they
trait.
ever was taught that because
And
this game been played for too long.
and
What Jody say? I lie to them. I lie to you because I love you.
don't
I
kiss my
tell
behind
them
with
the
that.
truth because I don't care about them. No, you tell them the truth because they're gonna accept your crap.
Right.
You lied to me because you don't want to see me hurt. You lied to me because you ain't man enough to see my tears, but you man enough to walk out that door and risk my life.
Or
Not
you just,
sleeping
or
with
you know, not
somebody
even
else
want me.
because you could be bringing me something back home I can't get rid of.
But
It's
it's
a
not
lot to
even
that.
that too. It's not even about not wanting to see your tears. Like they just want you to still stay over there and love on them and get them all of this while you give me bits
But in
and
being
peanuts
honest,
and peanuts.
but in being honest, how do you know I might not agree with that?
Cause you
If-
never gave me an option.
But if you be honest with me, like I in my dating time, I've said, look, I ain't trying to be in a relationship. I didn't been hurt. I'm trying to get over it. Like I just want to kick it. If that's what you about, then let me know. I'm looking for a relationship. I'm looking for somebody to settle down with. If that's what you want to do, let me know. If it's not, let me know. Keep it real with me. Don't take my choices away from me. Even in being real and being honest and giving the option of saying, let me know what's going on. Even in my relationships, if your feelings have changed, let me know.
let me know.
Don't stay with me because of the kid. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I will heal. I'm not a glass slipper that's not going to get put back together. Let me know. Keep it real with me. Don't stay with me if you don't want to be with me. Don't. If I ain't her, let me know because you could kick rocks. I'm going to keep kissing my frogs until that frog turn into a prince. I don't care what none of
It
y'all
could
say.
all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. Yes. But listen,
Loving you is a battle.
oh geez, Lord, and once it becomes a
And it
battle,
shouldn't be.
I don't want to do this. And once it becomes a battle, here are a few signs that you could be in a situationship opposed to a real relationship. The first one is you deal with inconsistent behavior. Inconsistency is often a common trait of situationships. 1 minute they talking to you, next minute 2 days, 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, all this time go by. When you get all of this inconsistency, you can almost rest assured you're not in a relationship anymore. You're not in a real
My
relationship.
mama was in the hospital.
You don't use labels. We don't need no labels, baby. Why everything got to be complicated? Or let's go with the flow. Common situationship title. You haven't made an exclusive. You have no long-term plans. You lack emotional connection. Now I gotta push back on this because listen, the one person, listen, you gotta push back because now you gotta push it back now because you had feelings for them, but now you gotta draw it back because you not sure what's happening with them. They off on the grid. They off the grid doing their own thing. You know, so now you're no longer connected. So now they got you up here in a relationship. You in a relationship with them, and they off doing their own thing. They got something else going on, and they fail to inform you. This is why we have to keep the lines of communication open and just listen, just check in. From time to time, we still have to have these conversations just so that we can make sure that we're still on the same page, especially if you are seeing all these things have changed and you're seeing all this inconsistent behavior and all these inconsistencies. It's definitely time to check in and to have a conversation and to see what's going on. And listen, if you know that they gone and they lying just to hold on to you, now you got to have that conversation with yourself and you have to make that tough decision. Am I going to walk away from this, or am I going to continue to hold on and stay with this even though I know that they have checked out? Do I continue to stay or do I go? So guys, you have to do what is best for you. Make whatever decision what is best for you. But know this, You got to know if you're in a real relationship or in a situationship, and then you have to move accordingly. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And J is spelled JAYE for all three. While you're at it, go to YouTube. Like and subscribe to our channel, the J Spot Radio. Come on, y'all need to. And go to TikTok, like and follow us there, the J Spot, JAYE. Turn on the notification bells for all platforms. Until next time, you all take care of yourselves and each other.
Peace.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
This is situation.
Good night. Good night. Yes. Good night, guys. Thank you so much. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.